can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more. See some more, see some more.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And his first look is incomplete. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. Here's 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Well, that one caught by Rice. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Chiefs at 4-7 now on the year. And they were... last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned him, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
When you said jumbled, they were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Jameis again. He hits Adams, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Cook. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Madison will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score, Chiefs 14, Raiders 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Jameis to throw it. That is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Play action now. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Winston now. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the catch and run there. Good for 16 and a first. Back to the ground. Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, Winston. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw, Winston. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return is the rookie Xavier Worthy. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Winston. And it's complete to Adams. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Winston. This goes out wide from Madison. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 46 yards. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Winston. He'll get this underneath to Madison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here, Winston. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. On play action, Winston. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle, it's Cook.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
On the ground with a tight end.
Jalen Watson dropped him defensively. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They go play action. Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 2-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Yellow. 15. Right side.
Now Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And he'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Now Winston.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Jameis going to shift him around. Here's Madison running on first down. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Alexander Madison with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Attack!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Flip. Ready.
Winston now from the 50. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And now they'll shift things around. They'll go Madison up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Winston. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going to. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2nd down and 8. Play fake. Winston. Flush to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jameis Winston. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to play. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Escaping the pressure right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Escapes the sack, eluding the pressure right. But I think the ball's out.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure.
And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
In motion left, the tight end.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, stop.
Now a give to Madison.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yellow. Hey, go going.
Here's Mahomes.
They've got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Here's 2nd down.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes to throw it.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Mahomes will throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. There's the stiff arm.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th.
I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover.